saw the aftermath of it as well.
Yeah, the aftermath most recently, just within the last hour, of course, fire crews now confirming that yes, winds did have a bit of a role here with this fire that we were reporting on. Brittany Endy reporting on that here out around Valley View. So no surprise, though, it fanned the flames. Want to talk about our local forecast because the fire, the fanned flames out there, that wasn't the only problem or dangerous situation we had here locally across Clark County. We expected this to happen, especially when you start to notice those winds expected to pop up over about 60-mile-an-hour gusts. We saw several areas with down power lines. Clark County Fire Department sending out these pictures saying, hey, this is a little different viewpoint of the strip than you normally see. The strip in the background, but they did shut down portions there of Paradise, and of course the concern there being a real threat with those downed lines. So just as a reminder, and I know a lot of folks are familiar with this, down power lines, they do present a number of dangers. You don't want to approach those. You don't want to touch them with your hands, stick, pole, any other object. You want to avoid touching anything that might be in contact with those down power lines. Keep children, pets away from them, and if you see a down power line, they say call 911 immediately. Worth noting, at least, especially with the number of down power lines here for us this evening. It wasn't the only thing that came down that the winds brought down. They also brought down trees. We love this shot, and thankfully it looks like the dog's okay, but a number of pictures coming into our newsroom. Keep those coming our way. Pics at LasVegasNow.com. Those trees coming down with gusts like this. Look at this, over 70-mile-an-hour winds out around Spring Mountain Youth Camp. This is up on Mount Charleston. 66, the gusts out at Red Rock, almost 60 at Nellis Air Force Base. Pretty close to that up around the Sloan area, 57 for West Summerlin Parkway, and not quite reaching the 50-mile-per-hour mark, but certainly close. Henderson Executive Airport, of course, the airport today had kind of a bumpy landing for some planes, even not just the Henderson Airport, but folks out at McCarran saying, hey, they came in on some bumpy flights there as well. Now, currently, I'm happy to report that, yes, it is still breezy, but we are looking at improving conditions. And while those gusts will likely remain through the overnight hours, you're going to see a marked change here after about midnight. So again, still breezy in through the early morning hours, but I think come tomorrow morning, winds really start to calm down. Those temperatures, though, are going to be on the cooler side. Now, happy to also note that at least that high wind warning is gone for us. Not the same for our friends out in Southern California, still in place until early tomorrow morning. No longer that warning, though, that we saw popping up on Saturday. Now looking at the repercussions moving forward. Those winds have pushed off more towards the east. There's that cold front that brought about those massive winds for us here earlier today. What's behind it is colder air. We're going to be ushering in those colder temperatures as this frontal system continues to push off towards the east. Earlier today, some people saying, hey, we saw some sprinkles. That's right, some upper forcing mixing with that cold front that did provide just enough lift to give us a few sprinkles on the west side of town and some light snow up around Mount